Hello everyone, this is Sohail from Octaware Technologies. I am here to present a demo of PowerERM, which is an employee relationship management system. This comprises of different self-services modules for employee, the project modules, payroll module, loan, attendance. There are different modules involved in this system. Now what you see is a login screen for PowerERM. First we will log in to the system with the admin. Now you can see the home page. This is having a lot of modules which are self-services module as well as organization level modules such as appraisal, project management, payroll and attendance. In this demo, I will going to demonstrate on the different modules such as employee, leave, loan and advance, reimbursement, separation, and a brief description about the attendance and payroll. But at the start, we have to define some master data for using this PowerERM system. This system will be used to have different benefits of employees as well as organization. Now first we will set the config master details for the location which we have in the organization. Let's go to the config master page, which is under config module. This is the configuration master page. Currently we have only one location, which is Qatar, in the PowerERM system. We have defined the name of the company, the address of the company can be defined over here, and the currency which we are going to use in throughout the system. You can see here different details we capture related to the location details, like what will be the default shift of the location, how the leave calculation is going on based on calendar days or it is on working days, payroll processing details, and these are the employee end of service benefits details. Also you can see that we define the appraisal period, the different settings and configuration data are there in the config master page. We have currently set all the configuration details in the config master for the location Qatar. If you want to modify any details, you can modify, like you can define the number of shifts in the shift module, and then you can select the default shift for the location, as well as you can define the number of days to display the birth dates, like maybe 30, 60, 90, anything you want you can define it in this section of config master. Now we have done with the configuration master. Now we will go to the master data entries page, which is under the master module, where we define all the master data related to different sections such as leave type, departments, designations, countries. All the details will be recorded over here. Let's go to the department. Now you can see we have defined all the department details. You can see the OPS underscore IT. The OPS is the division name and IT is the department name. So the IT, information technologies, under operations. Similarly you can see the operations underscore HR, the finance department, the purchase department under the finance division. Similarly you can add or modify the existing records in this section. Let's have add one more OPS. This is our operations underscore engineering department. So you have to define the English big name and the description. The status is active, inactive. Like it's active, then it will be visible in other pages of the PowerERM system. Now you can see we have added one more division with the department engineering. Now let's go to the leave type. You can see we have already defined the leave which is required for this demo, which we are going to present. Like you can see sick leave, earned leave, life event leave, others leave, annual. So we have made these three leaves as inactive because we are not going to use these leave types in this PowerERM section. We have defined annual, maternity, full pay, maternity, half pay, pilgrimage leave, days and leave. So all the master data related to leave is defined in this section. Similarly, you can define lot of master data details like employee type, employee role, designation, employee residence type, marital status, number of expiry days, etc., etc. Now let's again go back to the home page. Now we will go to the category master page, which is under the master module. Here we define different categories, which defines the employee benefits details as well as the employee other details which we are going to use in the system. You can see there are a lot of details being captured in this section. Category name Arabic, the notice period, it is like the notice period or probation period, like 90 days of notice period is defined. You can change it to 60, 30, anything you want, you can change it. The maximum loan amount which is going to be valid for applying any loan from an employee. So an employee can apply a loan up to 1 lakh. There are multiple details we capture, like the OT formula related to overtime, the employee alert age, this comes in the system alerts, and the per diem applicable to business, training or personal travel, this been recorded in this section. And similarly we have the absenteeism, like if the employee is absent on Monday and Friday, then he will be marked as Saturday, Sunday as absent. So we capture all these details in this section of category. You can see this section of leave entitlement, which is defined, all the leave types is defined, will come in this section, and we will provide how much leave is applicable for this category. You can see we have made a grade A category in which it is defined like the sick leave will be 30 days and it is allowed. So we have to check the checkbox which is on the extreme right is allowed, and when it is going to be entitled, it is employee yearly. At the completion of employee yearly, he will be entitled with the 30 days leave of sick leave. Similarly, we have defined annual leave for 20 days, maternity 45 and pilgrimage, but these are not allowed because the maternity leave will be allowed only if the employee is a female employee, and pilgrimage leave will be allowed if the employee is a Muslim employee. So for these cases we will create another category in the category module. Similarly, you can see the loan benefits, the ticket entitlement benefits, and the medical insurance benefit. So you can modify if these details is required. You can see the loans are loan and advance, like the loan taken for anything, and the advance like advance salary or some advance amount taken from the organization. So we can capture all those details in the category section. Now let's create one more category for a better understanding, or first let me explain you about the other category which we are having in this. You can see the grade A female Muslim, and grade A Muslim. So the difference between grade A and grade A female is only related to the maternity leave. You can see the maternity leave is allowed in this case, and if it is a grade A female Muslim, then pilgrimage leave will also be allowed, and if it is grade A Muslim, then only pilgrimage leave will be allowed, no allowed for maternity leave will be there. Okay, now let's create a category so that you can get a better understanding for each and every details. Now we will create a grade E. You can define the notice period as 30 days. This notice period can be considered as the probation period as well. If the employees like delivery is not satisfactory in the given notice period or probation period, then the admin or the organization can terminate that employee. This is the maximum loan amount. You can enter as much as you want. Let's enter 2 lakh. The minimum annual leave, like if anybody is applying for the annual leave, how much it should be minimum. Like if it is 10, then he cannot apply annual leave for 9 days, he has to apply for 10 days. And grace period for annual leave, if and there is a restriction like the annual leave must be applied before a month. So if you provide 30 days, then only he can apply for the annual leave. But we have an exception in the leave section. If there is an emergency and he wants to apply before 10 days or 5 days, then he can apply the annual leave as well, but that will be an exceptional case. These are related to the overtime, so we are not going to touch this. Employee alert, monthly grace time, payroll, it's not required. Now mark week off and holiday off as absent for suffix day is absent. Like if we are having week off on Saturday and not coming on Sunday, then Saturday will be marked as absent. Now sick leave, 30 days sick leave, allow advance. Yes, we are going to allow them in advance. No deduction is required. If you want to deduct in the monthly salary all the sick leave, you have to make it as monthly. So it will deduct all the sick leaves in the coming month which it is taken, if it is not having any balances in his account. Max carry forward, it will be carry forwarded to the next financial year. And the max encashment limit, how much remaining leave can be encashed. If the employee is having 20 days in hand, but max encashment limit is 10, so only 10 leaves can be encashed. Employee yearly, and it is allowed. Similarly, we have annual leave, 40 days of annual leave, allow advance, it is employee yearly, it is allowed. And the comp off, that is days in leave, this is also allowed. Similarly, you can provide the loan, the maximum amount or maximum CTC percentage or maximum amount with CTC percentage. There are different formulas to control the maximum loan amount. The maximum number of installment, same is the case for advance. The tickets, like annually some organization provides ticket to their employees for their mother, father and spouse and children. So you can define those details over here, like father and mother will get each one ticket. Similarly, spouse will get one ticket, son will get one, and daughter will two. So you can define as much as you want, and you can just is allowed. And this will be employee yearly, like after completion of 1 year the employee will get benefit of these tickets. And for self as well, he will get one for ticket. Now you can define the medical insurance. Some organization provides the medical insurance to their employees, so you can define all the medical insurance details over here. Now let's save this page. Now you can see there is one more category added, and this drop down, as we have created all these categories as defined in the details. So you can see the category is defined with all the details. Suppose you want to customize a category for a specific employee, you can also do that with the employee category master page. You can select an employee and then you can modify the each detail for that employee, like particular to that employee. So this will be a specific category for employee Rizwan Khan. Now let's go to the payroll module, where we can define the salary grades. Here we have already defined some grades like grade A, B, C and D. The description of the grade can be defined, like it's, if you want to modify something you can click on edit and then add the details of the description or modify the grade name as required. So you can define different grades over here, as well as we can define the salary, the default salary for those grades that will be defined in setup salary by grade. You can see the for grade A we have defined the housing allowance as 5,000 and the transportation allowance as 500. So the default details for this grade is already defined for some components. If you want to add some more components, you can add those components and define the default value for those components. You can add the extra components from the payroll settings salary components. You want to add new earning, you can add new earning, and the deduction as well you can add in the deduction section. Similarly, we have defined the details for grade C. Like you can see the housing allowance is 15,000 and the transportation allowance is 1,500. So we can define the default salary for the grade, so it will automatically reflect once we go to the employee salary setup page. Now this will complete the master data details required for an employee to be created in the PowerERM system. So we have defined the master details for the departments, the leave type, the config master detail for the location, and the category details like leave benefit, loan benefits, and other details, and payroll salary grade. So this will complete the master details captured in PowerERM system.